Alright guys, so I think in most cases when it comes to earbuds, or at least earbuds on this channel, most people are interested in bass. I get asked all the time which earbuds have the most bass, which ones have the best bass. Well, today we're going to focus on the opposite end of that. We're going to focus on which ones I feel are the most detailed sounding, which ones have the best clarity. So these are going to be earbuds that I recommend if you're looking to hear all the little subtle details, if you like to just kind of pick apart things in songs. This is something that's normally more for the wired audiophile market, but there are some true wireless earbuds that really are no slouch when it comes to clarity and detail, and those are the ones we're going to talk about today. So number 5 on the list is the Moonrop Golden Ages 2. Now this one comes in at $89. I just looked at it last week, and I do understand that this is not going to be a design that's for everybody. It is squared off and boxy looking, but the 13mm planar drivers they're using, the custom chip that Moonrop put on these, the LDAC playback, the ability to control the gain, and all of the different EQ options that you have that other users can upload, that's honestly what makes these stand out. And these are easily the most detailed sounding earbuds that I've tested under $100. They're not really going to appeal to bass heads, but the clarity and the details of the mids and the treble, I just feel like are fantastic for the price. Now, number 4 on the list is the Cambridge Audio A100s. Now, these come in at $149, and I do feel like Cambridge Audio is one of those underrated brands when it comes to earbuds. They aren't necessarily like a household name, but their sound is just top notch, pretty much in anything that I've tested. They are known for their Class AB amplification, which you usually find in their higher end amps, like the ones that are built for home use. But they found a way to incorporate that into these earbuds. And what that does is it allows the sound to stay very consistent. You don't hear dropouts or things kind of change throughout what you're listening to, and it eliminates distortion. Now, they are using strong 10mm dynamic drivers. They have aptX lossless playback, and they have LDAC playback. But what really just kind of makes these stand out is how good they are with vocals. They just sound so natural, but they're so detailed. It really does kind of give you that effect of sounding like you're in the studio with the artist recording. There's just such a good representation of the vocals. It's just a very detailed sound that I feel like is going to appeal to a lot of people. Now, number 3 on the list is the Technics AZ100. Now, these come in at $299. They are using 10mm magnetic fluid drivers, and these do not distort, and they are definitely tuned to focus on the mids and the highs. Now, these also support Dolby Audio with head tracking for those of you that are looking for that, which I do feel like is good for movies, but again, it's not something necessarily I would use for music. Now, the AZ100s is the follow-up to their popular AZ80s, and I feel like they just went in on focusing more on vocals and details and bringing out things that the AZ80s didn't do as well as the AZ100s, in my opinion. And with these coming in at $299, I think from a sound quality standpoint, they just destroy the more mainstream brands that fall into that price range. So like Sony and Bose and the AirPods. They just can't compete with the sound that the AZ100s have. And on top of that, they actually have some pretty decent noise canceling, but sound quality is definitely some of the best out there. Now, number 2 on the list is the Noble Audio Rex 5. Now, this is a more expensive pair coming in at $449, but Noble Audio is a company that's known for their sound in their IEMs, and they've done everything possible to try to incorporate all the things that they use in their IEMs and push it into a pair of earbuds. And I feel like the Rex 5 is the pinnacle of what they have to offer. It's just a very detailed sound. It doesn't hold back when it comes to the low end either. So if you are a bass head, this is not one that's going to leave you disappointed. But another thing that really stands out is the separation in the sound. And again, the vocal representation is incredible on these. Guitars sound fantastic. Again, especially acoustic guitars. They just have a nice, warm, natural approach. And the sound is just amazing in the Rex 5. You can see it from all the other reviews. And musically, this is probably one of the best that you can buy. Now, the next one we're going to consider 1.5 on the list, and that is the Geekfly Vitas. Now, these come in at $409, and the Vitas, in my opinion, are the cream of the crop when it comes to sound quality. They are pricey, and they are not a very well-known brand, so there are going to be some people that don't want to spend $400 on a company they've never heard of, but these are basically an IEM in an earbud body because they're using 2 balanced armature drivers, 2 piezoelectric drivers, 1 planar driver, and 1 dynamic driver. And they're also using a very powerful amp inside, so it really is trying to mimic having a really nice pair of IEMs plugged into a really nice amp at your desktop. Now this is just, again, not something that you normally get with earbuds. The clarity is incredible, and the details in the mids and the highs are easily some of the best that I've heard. So now moving to number 1, I have to give this to the Status Pro X. This one technically, comes in at $299, although that is available for pre-order right now for $249. And this one still to me is weird because they've technically pushed back the pre-order date, where now it is going to be released in mid-October, I believe. But the Pro X is the newest flagship from Status Audio, which has never disappointed me in all of the earbuds that I've tested from them in the past, especially if you're looking for clarity. Now the Pro X uses a 12mm dynamic driver and 2 Knowles balanced armature drivers. And the other huge plus is they did actually shrink down the design from their previous models, which I always have kind of felt was a little large. And in my honest opinion, I think this is just the best sounding true wireless earbuds when it comes to a bright, detailed sound. And Status Audio, again, is just one of those companies that's never let me down, so this one's just an easy one to recommend, and this is why I put them in at number 1. So guys, that wraps up my video on my favorite earbuds when it comes to clarity and details. If you are looking for earbuds that are focused on something a little bit different than just bass, these are the ones that I would recommend. Now, if you guys feel like I missed any, or if there's some that you just think I should check out, just let me know in the comments section below. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.